金やけに渦がおり。
これからお話しするのは、
なんだあれは。
この町で起こった奇妙な出来事の
武器というものに何やら神秘的なものを感じるんです。いや、絶対に何か不思議な力が秘められてるに違いない。
ちょうどいいわ。これを見ればあなたもきっと。
やっぱり渦巻きだ。
私たちはまだ気づいていませんでした。なんだか変なの。ちょっと私の顔見てくれない？
Hello everyone, Daniel here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review of the premiere episode for a new anime on Adult Swim, Uzumaki, based on the manga of the same name. In this show, a town of people slowly go insane over increasing obsessions with spiral shapes, patterns in the clouds, and everyday objects like hair, insects, and skin. This is all based on Junji Ito's work of the same name as I mentioned. Junji Ito is a master of horror in the world of manga, renowned for his deeply unsettling, surreal stories that explore the grotesque and the psychological, also for his love of cats. He loves cats. He said this on the internet many, many times. His work, Uzumaki, is one of the most famous creations. And obviously, I think you probably saw there was a lot of delays with this show, whether it was something, from COVID or even from after that. A lot of things really pushed this, but it was definitely very much well worth the wait. The manga itself is filled with haunting imagery, mind-bending stuff that has left an indelible mark on horror fans, making its adaptation a highly anticipated event. I was very much waiting. We saw multiple trailers for like years probably for this. And with the premiere of this first episode of Uzumaki, I'm eager to see how this chilling tale will unfold. Now, I haven't read all of Uzumaki, but I've read probably about a third of the book. It's a thick book. But this first episode, it's visually stunning. It captures Junji Ito's iconic, bizarre artwork with uncanny accuracy. Almost feels as if they had pasted pages from the manga into this, right? Director Hiroshi Nagashima, his decision to use a combination of motion capture, CG, and of course like the hand drawn stuff. It results in a very unusual style that it's unlike anything I had seen before. I really love it though. I really appreciate like the characters have this unreal way of kind of moving around. The fluidity of the visuals coupled with the eerie recreation of like all these spiraling horror backgrounds. It just makes for a very mesmerizing viewing experience. Each frame has a lot of detail, pulling viewers into the grotesque world here. So that was really kind of what I wanted to see. I've seen some other Junji Ito's work being translated into anime, and it definitely did not capture that same visual vibe. This is all also the soundtrack for this fits perfectly. It just complements the unnerving tone of the episode. The using the little like there's a lot of feels to me like there's a lot of string work, like a lot of string instruments, and it just builds that tension at every scene. The sound design itself just great. It really evokes a lot of feelings of eeriness and sinister lurking just in every corner and out of sight. So it's really great. Now, despite all this, I think there are a little bit of pacing issues. The first episode covered about the first three episodes of the first three chapters of the manga, and I feel like it was kind of jumping a little bit all over the place, which I think is great if you're gonna watch this all in one go. But as an episodic thing that we're gonna check out weekly, which that's the way I plan to watch it, it does suffer a little bit. It rushes through some of the key moments from the manga that I remember, but it still highlights a lot of the creepiest stuff. So I think the escalating obsession with Suichi for Asami, that was one of the stories that felt a little bit rushed. I would have liked to have seen a little bit more development in that, maybe even save the payoff for the next episode. We did set up a couple of stories here. I think the stuff with Suichi's dad is probably the strongest in this episode. I even feel like Kyrie, who's the main character all through this town, she felt a little bit kind of left in the rear view. So hopefully we'll be able to see that because she's really the protagonist of the manga, at least from what I remember. So despite all this, I think it still creates this show creates a very unique horror experience and an atmosphere that, with the combination of these really cool visuals, which the animation itself, just some of my favorite stuff from this, very strong, great music work, great voice acting. I watched it in English. You can watch this on Adult Swim on the night it comes out, or the next day on Max. And so far, we have the option to choose whether I want to watch it on the English dub or the original Japanese. So I'm excited for the remainder of the series to come out. And like I said, this is weird. It's not something that's for everyone. That's for sure. The story itself, like it's a manga unlike anything I had read before. And this series itself, another reflection of the places where you can go with animated work. So highly recommend this. A lot of people work very hard behind this to finally bring this. So make sure to at least check it out if you're somewhat interested. If any of what I said it sounds interesting, make sure to check it out and let me know if you did in the comments. So as always, thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Stay tuned. We have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff here in the channel. And thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.